2021 has been a wild year for me. I've had to question every single thing I believe, from my name to my Christianity. It's a crazy thing to admit because it might frighten people. They'll assume you have a problem for asking questions or that you're losing your beliefs, but in reality, you're finding them. Growing up, we have the beliefs of others imposed on us. But the reality is, none of this is realistic or has to be. We didn't choose to believe a lot of things, rather we are made to believe the things that we do. I think believing should be a choice. As a matter of fact, I'm sure God feels the same way. Because He didn't impose salvation on anybody. He made it a choice because salvation involves believing. I personally find it extremely hard to take the perspective of others without scrutiny. I'm the 21st century Berean because I don't want to be deceived. I want to know the truth and not count on what anyone tells me about God or life. Lately, I've come to embrace this fact that I am a thinker, a questioner, a searcher, a ponderer, always challenging what I previously knew, always trying to be genuine, authentic, and probing God in the right perspective on life. I struggle with accepting anything I don't fully understand. I'm not the type to do something simply because that is what people expect me to do, or because people say it is the right thing to do. It can come off as being stubborn sometimes, but this way I care less when people expect perfection from me. I can be quite defensive, but how do we defend something we don't understand? I think that questions lead to understanding, and understanding leads to a deeper faith. I feel like if you haven't gotten to that point as a believer where you have questions to ask, then it is possible that you do not understand what you believe. Faith deconstruction is necessary, but the church is so hush-hush about asking questions. We've been taught that it's wrong to question anything the Bible says, that we should just accept everything and not ask why or how. We've been told that faith means just believing in something, even if it doesn't make any sense at all. The sad reality is that people who have genuine faith questions, especially those who have doubts about whether our church systems and structures are truly what God had in mind, are usually shut down and then eventually shut out. I think that many people fall away from the faith because they have questions that they don't know the answer to. It seems like the church fails to understand that being in this phase is a sign of spiritual growth rather than spiritual decline. In life, we go through a process of finding peace, fulfillment, and understanding despite our circumstances. It's a journey of being lost and found. We are grateful for having been lost because the experience of rediscovered certainty and alignment is incomparable. It's okay to ask questions as long as you do it with an open heart, seeking understanding. It's okay to ask questions, but it's not okay to doubt. When you ask questions, you're making inquiry, but when you doubt, you're being conclusive, saying, I don't believe in this thing. You have to understand that most of the questions you have already been asked before and answered by Christians before you. Truth is, faith actually doesn't make sense. What is so logical about believing in a God we can't see? I think eventually, you need to become comfortable with not knowing all the answers and not needing to know. In that sense, actually experience true faith rather than the watered down version you were handed. I just want to know God deeper than I ever have. The deeper my convictions in God, the easier it is to stand firm in my faith.